Okay, so today I will do revision on differentiation and integration. So first, we go through all the basic first, all right? Okay, where's the basic? Like. So you see, still remember how to differentiate? There are four different ways to differentiate, okay? First is the basic way, then next is the chain rule. Then next you have UV and also U over V. All right. Chain rule, UV, U over V. Okay. So everyone know how to differentiate lah. Okay. The basic way is power times in front and then power minus one, right? 3 times 2, 6. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 times 5, 10. 2 minus 1 is 1. Power 1 no need to write lah. Okay. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. X power 0 means no x, right? Then last, the number got no x, right? If the number got no x, once you differentiate, it disappears. Okay, very basic way, power times in front, power minus 1. Okay, so everyone know how to differentiate, all right? Okay, then if you differentiate the second time, it becomes d square y dx square. This one you all also know, right? I've been teaching this for many times already, right? This one we learned many times before, okay? If you differentiate the first time, you get dy dx. You differentiate the second time, you get d square y dx square, right? The method is the same, power times in front and then power minus 1. Okay, so the basic way, everyone know lah, okay? Okay, then next is the chain rule. When do we use chain rule? When do we use chain rule? When the power is very big. When the power very big, you cannot expand, right? So that's why you use chain rule, understand? Use chain rule only when the power very big, you cannot expand. Okay, so chain rule is like this: power times in front, power minus 1. Yeah, similar. Okay, similar. 4 times 2, 8. 4 minus 1 is 3. Yeah, similar lah. Okay, power times in front and then power minus 1. Okay, but then you add one more bracket at the end. At the back, you add one more bracket. You go and differentiate the inside. You look at the inside. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 minus 1, power 1. Understand? Power times in front, power minus 1. And then you add another bracket at the back. You go and differentiate the inside. When you differentiate the inside, you get this. And then last, 8 times 6 become 48. Yeah, done. That is how you do chain rule. Okay, I understand. Okay, next is the UV. UV and also U over V. This one. When do we use UV? When do we use UV? When left hand side you have X, right hand side also you have X. When you have both left and right X. Now you see, a lot of people thought use chain rule for this situation. But you see, this situation and this situation is different. You see, this kind of situation, in front, only number, no X. But then this situation is in front or the right hand side, both also got X. When left and right also got X, you cannot do chain rule. You must do UV. Understand? So left hand side is U, right hand side is V. Like that. Understand? Then you find du dx and then you find dv dx. Then you do the formula. Okay, good. Then when do we use u over v? When do we use u over v? When up and down also you have x. Then you need to use u over v. The top part is u. The bottom part is v. Then you find out du dx, find out dv dx. Then you do the formula. Okay. The formula will be given in exam lah. Okay, but of course, I encourage you to memorize it lah. Okay. So I'm not going through this one. Okay, this one later when we do question, yeah, then we see how to do it lah, okay? Okay, so remember there are four different ways. There are four different ways to differentiate. The basic way, chain rule when the power is too big, UV and U over V. Okay, good. Okay, then next, continue. Next topic, tangent and normal. Like this one. Still remember tangent and normal? First you do like this. First you do like this. You see. First, you always draw a curve. Okay, first, you always draw the curve first. Okay, then you put a point. You simply draw a point. Okay, you might as well label the point also. Then there is a line that go through this point. It is called tangent. There's a line that go through that point. That's called tangent. Always draw curve first and then draw tangent first. Then only you draw normal, because normal is 90 degree with the tangent. You must have tangent first, then only you have normal. Understand? So first you draw a curve, and then you draw a point, and then there's a line that go through that point called tangent. Then there's another line called normal that is 90 degree with tangent. Understand? That's how you draw it. Okay. So when we find the gradient also, we always find tangent first. Remember, tangent is M1, normal is M2. You want, you can take a picture, okay? You can take a screenshot, okay? This one also. This one also, okay? You can take a screenshot, you can take a picture, okay? So remember, tangent is M1, normal is M2. All right? And then remember, this one very important. dy dx is M1. Dy dx is M1. Oh yeah, here, sorry. Yeah, this one. Dy dx is M1, which is the tangent gradient. So when you differentiate already, right? Let's say this one, example. Let's say you differentiate already. You substitute the x. You substitute the x, then you calculate. The answer is M1. Dy dx is M1. Okay, I understand. Okay, good. Okay, then next topic is maximum minimum. This one I like this topic because this topic is the easiest one in this chapter. Maximum, minimum, turning point, stationary point, all the same. Dy dx equals 0. So if you want to find maximum point, or if you want to find minimum point, or if you want to find turning point or stationary point, you do the same thing. Dy dx equals 0. Okay. Okay, then next this one this d square y dx square this part is to determine. This one you write down. This one. This d square y dx square is for only to determine whether it is minimum or maximum. This one is to find the point. Find minimum point, maximum point, turning point, stationary point. Do dy dx equals 0. But if the question asks you to determine whether it's minimum or maximum, then you have to do d square y dx square. If the d square y dx square is positive, then it will be minimum point, because positive smiley face one. Smiley face minimum point. If the d square y dx square negative, then sad face maximum point. This is just for determine. Okay. If the question never asks you to determine, then no need to do this one. Is there a possibility that it is 0? You mean d square y dx square? You mean d square dx square equals 0? Actually, it's possible lah. Actually, it's possible, but it is not in our syllabus lah. Okay. If you go to college or if you go to No higher level, of course it's possible, okay. But normally we won't encounter that kind of situation. It's not in our syllabus, okay. Okay, next one. The last topic. Okay, the last topic is rate of change and small change, also called approximate change. Okay. Now, whenever you see the word rate of change, whenever you encounter rate, the word rate, remember the word rate is dt, and then dt always at the bottom. Dt always at the bottom. This one also you can take a picture. Okay. Take a screenshot. Remember, the word rate means dt. dt always at the bottom. Then what is on top? On top can be dA dt, can be dV dt, can be dr dt, can be dy dt, or dx dt, depending on the question. But then dt always at the bottom. And then the word rate means dt, okay? Then the formula is like this. The formula is the up and down put on the left hand side. You see tx and dx up and down, right? You go and look for the up and down. Up and down put on the left hand side. That's the formula, okay? The formula might not be like this, okay? Sometimes you can change the formula. Like for example, you can dA dx times dx dt equals to dA dt. You see up and down you put on the left hand side. Then you think like this. Cut, right? Up and down you can simplify. So once you cut already, dy dt, right? That's why equal dy dt. Understand the meaning of this formula. Okay, of course, the formula you can modify sometimes you can dv dr, then dr dt, then equals to dv dt right? Understand? The formula actually depends on the situation, depends on what the question asks. But the concept is the same. Up and down put on the left hand side. Okay, then next last small change or approximate change. Small change or approximate change. Okay, every time you see this word, it means delta. Every time you see this word, it means delta. Okay. Then the formula is delta y over delta x equals to dy dx. I just have to remember this okay. Rate means dt. Approximate means delta. Okay, yeah, that's all. So this is all the topics in differentiation. Okay, so now let's start doing question. Okay. Right, we quickly go through the questions. Okay, right. Let's start from number one. Okay, given the function hx equals to this. Okay. Find h prime. H prime means what? H prime means dy dx H prime basically it means dy dx. It means differentiate okay. So let's do it So h prime, shouldn't be a problem for you okay. Just power times in front, power minus one, power times in front, power minus one, which is one but one no need to write. Okay, just like that. That's the answer. That's for question A. Okay, next question B. Right, find the value of k. Find the value of k if h prime prime 1 equal 4. You see h prime prime. H prime prime means what? H prime prime means you differentiate the second time, right? It's basically d square y over dx square. H prime prime means you differentiate twice, right? It basically means you d square y dx square okay. So we differentiate the second time. So we already got h prime, right? You just continue doing it. Just continue it. So again, power times in front, 2 times 3, 6. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 times 8, 8. 1 minus 1 is power 0. Power 0 means no x. The 5 got no x, right? 5 got no x, differentiate, disappear. Okay, so h prime prime is 6kx minus 8. Now the question say, h prime prime 1 equal 4. What does that mean? It means you take this bracket 1 sub into the x. So you see, if you take this bracket 1 sub into the x, it becomes 6k1 minus 8 equal 4. Understand? It means the bracket x is 1. So you take the bracket 1 and sub into the x. And then you calculate the k. So 6k minus 8 equal 4. 6k equals to, bring over 4 plus 8, 12. 12 over 6 is 2. Done. Okay, continue. Right? Question number 2. That just now question number 1 is just normal, very basic differentiation. Okay, basic differentiation. Let's look at number 2. Number 2. Given y equals to this. Okay. U equals to this. Do you notice something? You see, you can actually substitute, right? You can sub the u, right? I mean, you notice, right? So what you can do is you can take this and sub inside the u. Then later they say find dy dx, right? Very good. Okay, like I substitute y equals to 1 over 3 4x minus 3 power 6. Then they want you to find dy dx. So how should we find dy dx? Wow, this one you see, the power so big. The power too big. I cannot even expand. So I should do chain rule. I should do chain rule. Okay. If let's say you can expand, then you expand. If you can expand, then you expand. Okay. But if you cannot, then no choice. No choice. You have to use chain rule. Okay. So like use chain rule. Power times in front. Power times in front. 6 times 1 over 3. You can press calculator. 6 times 1 over 3 is 2. And then power minus 1. Then because it is chain rule, you have to add another bracket. You add another bracket, and then you go and differentiate the inside. You go and differentiate the inside. If you differentiate the inside, what will you get? If you differentiate the inside, 1 times 4 is 4. 1 minus 1 is 0. You should get 4, right? Okay, understand. If you differentiate the inside, you get 4. Then last, 4 times 2 become 8. That's the answer. Just like that. Okay. It's just basic. Okay, this one. Just basic. Just to let you know how to do chain rule. Okay, like next. Now, next, we skip. Don't want to do this. Okay. We skip. Straight away go to the next topic. Right. Okay, next is limit. We quickly go through this also. Right. Now, limit, how to do? Number 6, the next page. This one, I give you a little bit of example first. Okay. Let's say I give you a very, very simple example. Let's say limit x into 2. Let limit x into 2. And then 5x minus 3. So what should we do here? If the question like this, very simple. You just sub, right? X limit x into 2 means you sub the x with 2. So it becomes 5 times 2 minus 3. Which is 7. Just like that. So basically, limit means substitute. I mean basically okay. Of course, limit is different thing but basically how you do it, you substitute. Limit x into 2, you sub 2. Understand? This is the example. But we this question number 6, they type wrong already. Question number 6, okay, never mind, never mind. It's okay. Now we just do it lah. We just do it lah. Okay. Okay, like number 6 ah. Now limit x into 2. We sub 2 lah. Okay. So 2 square minus 9 over 2 plus 3. Okay, 2 square minus 9 over 2 plus 3. 2 square minus 9, you press calculator, which is negative 5 over 5. Yeah, which is negative 1, right? Yeah, basically you substitute, right? Basically you substitute, okay? Okay, but I want to show you another example which is more important, another question which is more important, okay? Yeah, everyone know, actually exam won't come out like this, okay? Exam won't come out like this, it's too simple. Yeah, just substitute. Okay, exam will come out like this, I give you another one, Actually, exam will come out like this. Limit x into 3, x squared minus 9 over x minus 3. This is the one. You see, this question, if you substitute, what will happen? No matter what is on top, the bottom will be 0, right? This is the one that will come out actually. Math error, very good. Over 0, right? Because if you sub 3 into the x, the bottom part will be 3 minus 3. No matter what is on top, the bottom part will be 0, which is math error. So how should we do this question? Because if it is math error, then you cannot find answer, right? If it is math error, then you cannot find answer, right? So this question, actually you cannot sub first, Very good, very good. For this type of situation, you don't sub first. If you substitute, if you can substitute, you can get answer. Okay, good. Go ahead, substitute. If you substitute, you can find answer. Go ahead. If you substitute, you get math error, then don't substitute. Very good. Factorize first. You should do like this. You shouldn't substitute first. You shouldn't sub first. You should factorize first. Like this. You see, x squared minus 9 can be factorized into what? X squared minus 9 can be factorized into x plus 3, x minus 3. Do you know that? Okay, good. Then after you factorize, you see, x minus 3, cut. Simplify. No more x minus 3. So it becomes like this. Only x plus 3. Then only you sub. So 3 plus 3, which is 6. Understand? Okay, so I repeat again. If you substitute, you can find answer, go ahead. If you substitute, and then you get the bottom part 0, which is math error, then you don't substitute, you factorize first. After finish, simplify, then only you sub. Sub the x with 3. Understand, okay? Okay, so that is for limit okay? Basically, you sub. If you sub, you get math error. You don't sub, you factorize first, okay? Okay, next one. Also limit, but then infinity. Like how to do this one? Also limit, but then infinity. Limit x into infinity. X plus 2 over x minus 2. Basically, you also sub. Yeah, basically, limit is to substitute. But then you cannot straight away sub. If you straight away sub, you get infinity plus 2 and infinity minus 2. And then you cannot get answer. Right? What is infinity plus 2? No one knows. What is infinity minus 2? What is infinity minus 2? No one knows, right? So for this kind of situation, what should you do, This one you do like this. The top part you divide by x. The bottom part also you divide by x. You don't sub first. You divide x first. On top, divide by x. Bottom also divide x. Like this. You don't sub first. On top, divide by x is x over x plus 2 over x. And then the bottom part divide by x is x over x minus 2 over x. You do like this. Every time they say infinity, you can do like this. Okay. Okay, then x over x is 1. X over x is 1. Like this. Then only you substitute. X over x is 1, not 0, okay? So now you sub. Now you sub. So it becomes like this. 1 plus 2 over infinity. 1 minus 2 over infinity. Then 2 over infinity is 0. 2 over infinity is 0. So 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 over 1, 1. That's the answer. Understand? So you remember any number over infinity is 0. Any number over infinity is 0. 3 over infinity also 0. 100 over infinity is also 0. Any number over infinity is 0. That's how you do infinity. That's how you do limit infinity. Same thing with question number 9. Question number 9 also the same. But then question number 9, you don't divide x. You divide what? Yeah, you divide x squared. Because question number 9, you see the x is power 2, right? So instead of divide x, you divide x squared. So number 9, I also show you a little bit like this. Divide x squared. Divide x squared. On top, divide x squared. Bottom also divide x squared. So 3 over x squared minus 4x squared over x squared. Over 5x squared over x squared minus 7x over x squared. And then you simplify first. Okay, you simplify like this. 3 over x squared cannot simplify, sorry. But then this one can be simplified. 4x squared over x squared is 4. 5x squared over x squared is 5. This one is x over x squared 7 over x. Then you substitute. Once the x once the bottom is x already, then you can substitute. So like this, so you sub, so become 3 over infinity square. Yeah, can 3 over infinity square can minus 4 over 5 minus 7 over infinity. Then you know now, over infinity means 0, right? So 0 minus 4, 5 minus 0. So negative 4 over 5, done. Whatever number over infinity is 0. Okay, good. So that's how you do limit infinity, okay? Okay, next topic. Next, enough of this infinity, okay? Okay, next, you straight away go to page number 4. We start doing the tangent normal. Page number 4. Okay, let's look at this one. Page number 4. They say the gradient of the curve at this point is 8. The gradient is 8. The gradient is 8. So what is this? I mean, they say the gradient is 8, right? The gradient, yes, very good. Yeah, give you like first. Whenever they say gradient, oh yeah, you don't know whether it's tangent or normal, right? Yeah, it may be tangent gradient or normal gradient, right? But I tell you what, whenever they never say anything, if they never say anything, it means tangent. If they never say anything, it means tangent. Tangent is M1, very good, which is also dy dx, right? Which is also dy dx, right? So what can you say is actually dy dx is 8. Okay, understand? The gradient means the dy dx, okay? Dy dx is gradient, which is M1, okay? If it is normal, they will say normal. Yeah, if it is normal, they will tell you it is normal. But if they never say anything, then it is tangent. Okay, so yeah, you know, you just go and differentiate, okay? Okay, like differentiate. Since you know this is a dy dx question, then you just differentiate, okay? So 3a x squared, 3a x squared plus 2bx. Yeah, just differentiate. And then what you do, you sub the 8, right? You sub the 8. The dy dx is 8, right? Then dy dx is 8. And then at the same time, what is the x? You sub dy dx 8. At the same time, the x is -4. Very good. Because this one, right? So from here, you will get an equation. This one you can press calculator. -4 power 2 is 16. 16 times 3. -4 times 2 is -8. Okay? Okay, there's one more thing you can do. You can simplify. You see, what you can do is you can simplify the whole equation by 8 first. Okay, so 8 divided 8 is 1. 48 divided by 8, 6. 8 divided 8 is 1. Yeah. So that's our equation. That's the equation. 1 equals to 6a minus b. Okay, okay, but then still you cannot find a and b, right? Because there's two unknown, there are two unknown, right? Two unknown, you need another equation. If you want to find two unknown, you need another equation, right? So how to get another equation? Yeah, one equation is not enough. One equation is not enough to find two unknown. Two unknown require two equation. So how to find the other equation? Yes, very good. Sub this point, x and y, into the original equation. Very good. Sub the x and y into the original equation. The y is 8. And then the x is -4. So like this, you will get the second equation. Then you will be able to do substitution. Understand? The first equation comes from the dy dx. dy dx equal 8. The second equation comes from the point you sub into the original equation. -4 power 3 is -64. -4 power 2 is 16. Then the -8, you bring over +8, 8 plus 8, 16 also. Oh, can divide 16, 16 divided 16 is 1. -64 divided 16 is -4a. This one, B. Enough already. So until here, you should know how to do already. You just do substitution, okay? Understand? Okay, yeah, I don't want to do already. Okay, you know how to do already. Okay? You just do substitution on your own. Okay? Okay, like next question. Okay, question 14. The curve has a stationary point. Stationary point. What is that? Yeah, stationary point means what? Yeah, just now I showed you already. Stationary point means dy dx equals 0. Very good. Dy dx equals 0. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So since you know this question is a dy dx equals 0, right? So why not you differentiate first? Differentiate, right? You see, if you know that this question is a differentiation question, then you differentiate first. Sure you get at least 1 mark, right? Okay, power times in front, power minus 1. Power times in front, power minus 1. X power 0 means no x. Okay, good. And then stationary point, dy dx is 0. Yeah. At the same time, what is the x? Oh, the x is -1. Eh? Then you will be able to find p. Oh, -1 power 3 is -1. -1 times 4 is -4. Okay. So from here, you will be able to find the p. Yeah, done. Wait, but then not enough. They also ask you to find q. So how to find q? How to find q? Like this. You see, you found the p, right? You put it back to the equation first. You put it back to the equation first. So y equals to 3 over 4 x power 4 plus 3x. And then you sub the point. Very good. You see, this point, -1 and q, it is x, y, right? Yeah, you sub the coordinate, the point into the equation. So the y is q, then the x is -1. Then you will be able to find the q. Just press calculator. Yeah. Okay, continue. Uh, yeah, this one is actually also similar. Yeah, also find unknown, but then they say find 3 unknown, MNP. Oh, okay, never mind. I saw the word minimum point. Haha, I saw the word minimum point. So I differentiate first. Because everyone know minimum is dy dx equals 0. Okay. So I differentiate first. Dy dx is power times in front, 2 times m, 2m, 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 times n is n, 1 minus 1 is 0. X power 0 means no x. Oh, then the p disappear. The p disappear. Because the p got no x, right? Then you sub. Oh, dy dx is 0. At the same time, what is the x? Dy dx is 0. At the same time, the x is -2. At the same time, the x is -2. So that's the first equation. So that's the first equation that we got. Okay. Okay. Then still we are not able to find any unknown. Still, we are not able to find any unknown. Yeah. So how should we do this actually? Take the point, sub to the original equation. Then this point also. Both. Yeah, both the point also can substitute into the original equation. Yeah. So which one should we use? Yeah, which one should we do? Should we sub this point into the original, or should we sub this point into the original? Or you want to sub this point into the original? Okay lah, okay lah. Let's try lah, let's try lah. Yeah, but I think you need to do both. But never mind. Since you say this one, okay, we do this one. Yeah, x and y, right? Okay, so x the y is 4, then the x is -1. Okay, we try first. We try first. We try first. Negative 1 power 2 is 1. 1 times n is m. Negative 1 times n. Yeah, you see? Still, we are not able to find anything. Still, you have 3 unknown. For you, this question a bit challenging. Yeah, then no choice already. You have to sub this as well. Okay. Yeah, you also have to sub this and see what happens. Okay. Yeah, I think we sub first. Okay, and see what happens. Okay. Because got 3 unknown and this question very challenging. Okay, this one also x and y. Okay. So 2 equals to, yeah, you don't do everything together, Yeah, you do it left, middle, right, like that. So that later you can calculate, calculate. Okay. Okay, the y is 2. Then the x is also 2. Oh, sorry. The x is negative 2. Negative 2 power 2 is 4. Negative 2 times n, negative 2n plus p. Then how? Then how? Then how? So how should we solve this? This one got 3 unknown. Hi. This one, you can do like this. Okay. Yeah, you see, what I think is you can eliminate the p first. You can eliminate the p first. You see, you got 3 unknown and then p, right? You see, we go and eliminate the p first by taking this equation minus this equation. Solve like simultaneous, yes. Solve like, what you learn in Form 4. The simultaneous, the elimination, okay? So we eliminate the p first using these 2 equations. Then once we don't have p already, once we only have m and n, we can solve the m and n. Okay, you see, I'm taking this minus this, taking this one minus this one, like this. Minus, okay, so I minus, 2 minus 4 is negative 2. 4m minus m is 3m. Okay. Negative 2 minus negative 1. This one you press calculator. This one you press calculator. Negative 2 minus negative 1. What is that? Negative 2 minus negative 1. Be careful. This one is negative n. Okay, you press calculator. Negative 2 minus negative 1. Negative 1. Okay, and then p minus p, no more. So you see, no more p already. Left with only mn. Understand? Left with only mn. So now you can solve the mn. Now you can use this and this to solve the mn. Okay. I think we can also do elimination. You see, this is n, this is minus n. So I can actually use this equation plus this equation. Yeah, 0 equals to negative 4m plus n plus negative 2 equals to 3m minus n. I use plus because this is positive n, this is minus n, right? Positive n plus negative n becomes 0. Then I can, eliminate the n. Wait, 0 plus negative 2 is negative 2. Negative 4 plus 3 is actually negative m. Then n plus negative n, no more. Yeah, very good. So m equal to. Yes. Wow, this question a bit challenging. Okay. So after you found the m, you sub back to here. Then you can get the n. So 0 equals to negative 4 times 2 plus n. And negative 8. Or bring over 8. Yeah, n equal 8. Yes. You sub the 2 into the m. Then you calculate, you get the n. Then last, how to get the p? You found the m and the n, right? So these two together sub into here. Then you will get the p. You sub the m and the n into this. Then you get the p. So 4 equals to 2 minus 8 plus p. No problem lah. Okay. 10. Okay. This one, yeah, a bit lah, a little bit challenging lah. Okay. Okay, good Like next. Okay, next we skip to question 18. Like question 18. Okay, nice. Like now question 18. This one you have to read carefully lah. This one you have to read carefully lah. This one involve tangent and normal. So let's read. The normal to the curve is parallel to another straight line. You read like this. The normal is parallel to another line. Another line. You read like this. The normal is parallel to another line. Find the normal. Find the equation of normal. This one I tell you what you better draw lah. Okay. Actually if I read the question like this I also want to draw okay. If I don't want to draw, I also quite hard to imagine. I mean it's quite difficult to imagine sometimes. So every time I saw this kind of question, every time I see this kind of question, I just draw. Okay. So it looks like this actually. First you draw a curve. You draw like how I draw just now. First you draw a curve, okay. This curve is y equals to 2x squared minus 7x. Okay. Then there's a point. There's a point. That's point A. That's point A. Okay, point A. This one point A. Okay. Okay, then you draw a tangent. Draw tangent first. Always draw tangent first. Okay. So there's a line that go through that point. The line that touch only one point is called tangent. Then there's another line called normal. This line is called normal. It is 90 degree with the tangent. It is called normal. And so now what happened is the normal parallel to another line. The normal parallel to another line. So it means there's another line, right? So where is this another line? Where is this another line? I tell you what, you just simply draw here. Just simply draw here. So this line is y equals to negative x plus 4. It's not tangent, it's not tangent. It's another line. This another line has nothing to do with the curve. This another line is just simply another line. Just simply another line. It has nothing to do with the curve. Understand? It is simply another line that is parallel with the normal. Just like that. Understand? Okay. So how should we start this one? Okay, first, of course you can do dy dx first. Very good. Since you know tangent normal is dy dx topic, right? You know this is a dy dx topic. Okay, then you differentiate first. Power times in front, 2 times 2, 4. 2 minus 1 is 1, minus 7. Okay, this one, differentiation, everyone, no problem. Okay. Okay, then what else can you do? After this, what else can you do? You can find the gradient. You see, because they are tangent, sorry, what am I saying? Because they are parallel. Because they are parallel. Then the tangent should be the same, right? It should be the same tangent when they are parallel, right? So what is the gradient? The gradient should be the same, sorry. The gradient should be the same, right? When they are parallel, right? So you see, the gradient of this line is -1. So the gradient of the normal is also -1, right? The gradient of the normal is also -1. Very good. But I don't write m. Yeah, I don't want to write m equal -1. What should I write? M2. I write M2 because I want to remind myself. I want to let myself know this is normal. Normal is M2, right? Normal is M2. So instead of writing M, I write M2. M2 equal -1. Understand? Okay, then what else can we do? Yeah, now we know already. This one actually no use already. It's useless already, this one. This is just simply another line that is parallel with the normal. Now it got no use already. Yes, very good. Find M1. Very good. Find M1. Because you have M2 so why not you find M1? Let's do it. So M1, M2 equal -1. That's the formula. Okay. And then M2 is -1. This is times, bring over divide. So M1 is -1 divide -1, which is +1. Oh, so the M1 is +1, which means the tangent. Oh, the tangent gradient is 1. The tangent gradient is 1. The M1 is 1. Okay, good. Then next, what else can we do? Next, what else can we do? Yeah, still we can't find anything. Next one you do like this. This one very important. Dy dx equal M1. This one very important. Dy dx equal M1. Yes, very good. Get it? There, the very important thing, this one. This is a very important one. Dy dx is M1. Dy dx is the tangent gradient. So now you see, you just take the dy dx equals to M1. You have to remember now this one. Okay. So 4x minus 7 is equals to 1. Then you can find out the x. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 over 4 is 2. Understand? So now you find out x equal 2. What does that mean, It means that the point A, this point, this x equal 2 is the coordinate of that point actually. Yeah, it's the coordinate of that point. This point. This x is the coordinate of this point. But then x is not enough. You also need to find y, right? Yeah, so how to find the y? Yeah, sub into the original. Sub into the original curve, original equation. Then you found the y. Okay, let's do it. So y equals to 2 times x is 2. 2 times 2 power 2 minus 7 2. Which is, press calculator. Oh, -6. Oh, the y is -6. The x is 2. Which means that this point A, the point A is 2 -6. Okay, I understand. Then now you have the point already, right? Then only you can find equation. Then only you can find equation. So now you use this point and which one? And which gradient? Don't use the wrong one. The question say find equation of normal. So you should actually use normal M2. Use this point and this gradient, find the equation of normal. Understand? Y equal mx plus c. Y is -6. M is -1. Use the normal gradient. M2. Okay. X is 2 plus c. Like this. So the equation is y equals to -1x minus 4. Done. Understand? Okay, good. You see, this question very short but need to do a lot of things. You need to this one, and then you need this one, then you need to find the y, and then you have to find the equation, right? Okay. Okay, let's continue. Number 19. Yeah, sorry, a bit lag. Okay, like question number 19. A curve has a gradient function. What is gradient function? Oh, what is gradient function? Remember, gradient function is dy dx. So you write down dy dx equals to hx squared minus 6x. Remember, gradient function is dy dx. Okay. Gradient function is dy dx. So you dy dx equals to hx squared minus 6x. Okay, continue. Now they say the tangent to the curve at this point is parallel to another line. Like this. The tangent parallel to another line. The tangent parallel to another line. So this one I would like to draw also. I would like to draw. Like I draw. First I draw a curve. Oh, but I don't have the equation of the curve. Yeah. They never give us the equation of the curve. But never mind. We already have dy dx. Okay, continue. First you draw a curve. Then there's a point. Yeah, this point is this one. 2, -6. So I label first. Okay, then there's a line that goes through this point called tangent. Yeah, always draw tangent first. Okay, always draw tangent first. Then there is another line that is 90 degree with the tangent called normal. Understand? Okay, so now the question say the tangent parallel to another line. So where is this another line? The tangent parallel to another line. Where is this another line? Yeah, you simply draw simply just another line. Yeah, simply just another line that is parallel with the tangent. Just simply another line that is parallel to tangent. Just like that. Simply another line. The line has nothing to do with the curve. It's just another line. Just happen to be parallel with tangent. Label. This line is y plus 4x minus 8. Okay, good. So now question say find h. So like how to do this? The first thing you do is, you find out the gradient first, right? Since they say parallel, parallel, why not you find the gradient? Parallel means same gradient, right? Yeah, you just have to bring the 4x into the other side. Just bring the 4x to the other side. So y equals to -4x plus 8. So the gradient is -4. Yeah, the gradient of that line is -4. And then this line is parallel to tangent. So the tangent also -4. The tangent gradient also -4. But instead of writing m, I don't want to write m. I write m1. I write m1. Because tangent is m1, right? Okay, I understand. Actually no need to draw normal. Yeah, no need to draw normal also can. Yeah, it doesn't involve normal, this question, right? Yeah, this question doesn't involve normal. So actually I don't have to draw normal also can. Okay, but never mind. Yeah, then how should we continue? How should we find h? How should we find h here? Yes, very good. You do the same thing again. dy dx equal m1. Dy dx equal m1. Very good. Dy dx equal m1. Then at the same time, what is the x? At the same time, the x is negative 2. Very good. X equal to the point. Then you will be able to find the h. Very good. plus 12, bring over plus 12. 8. 8 over 4 is 2. Very good. Okay, I understand. So it's very important thing. This one. Dy dx equal m1. This one very important. You must remember. Dy dx is m1, which is the tangent gradient. Remember that. This is the one that a lot of people don't remember. Okay. Okay, that's question A lah. Next, question B. Find the equation of the normal. Now, this one I don't want to do already lah. Equation of normal, you should know how to do lah. If you want to find the normal equation, what should you do first? You want to find the equation of normal? Yeah, you should get the gradient first. You want to find equation, you must have gradient first, right? What is the gradient of normal? Yeah, M2, right? So you should go and find M2 first. Very good. M1, M2 equal -1. The M1 is -4. Here. So you put here -4. Bring over, divide. -1 over -4, which is 1 over 4. Then you do equation. Y equal mx plus c. Y is -6. The point. The same point. Yeah, the same point. Gradient is 1 over 4. X is 2. 1 over 4 times 2, press calculator, 1 over 4 times 2. 1 over 4 times 2 is 1 over 2. Bring over -6 minus 1 over 2. Don't know, press calculator. 13 over 2, negative. Negative 13 over 2. So what's the equation? The equation of the normal. Y equals to 1 over 4x minus 13 over 2. Done. Yeah. Okay, I understand this one. Okay, like next one, question 20. Okay, you get the idea, okay? Okay, like 20. This line is normal. This line is normal. Okay. Now, do you want to draw? Okay, now we draw. There's a curve. Okay, sorry, I draw here. So there's a curve. Okay, there's a curve. This curve is y equals to x squared minus 3x plus 1. Yeah, then the curve. Okay. Yeah, differentiate. Okay. Okay, you can differentiate first. Since you know this is a differentiation topic. Tangent normal is differentiation topic, right? So why not you differentiate first, right? Okay. Then there's a point. Yeah, this point is point P. Oh, then there's a line that go through the point. It's called tangent. Then there's another line that is 90 degree with a tangent. It is called normal. Then this normal is 3y plus x plus k equals 0. Yeah, this tangent I just put aside. Okay. Okay. Okay, then how should we find k? Yeah, how should we find the k? Again, find the gradient. Again, you find the gradient. So you see, as you can see, do you see the pattern of this kind of question? You see, the tangent normal question is always about gradient. Tangent normal topic is always about gradient. Because dy dx is gradient, dy dx is m1, right? So now what is the gradient that we can find? Yeah, we can find the normal gradient since we have normal equation. Since we have normal equation, we can find normal gradient. Okay. Yeah, first you bring the x and k to the other side. So 3y equals to -x, -k. Times 3, bring over, divide 3. Okay, times 3, bring over, divide 3. So like this. -1 over 3x minus k over 3. Negative 1 over 3x minus k over 3. So the gradient is negative 1 over 3. The gradient of the normal is negative 1 over 3. So I write M2. I write M2. Normal is M2. And then since I have M2, I can also find M1, right? So I do it. M1, M2 equal negative 1. I have M2. M2 is negative 1 over 3. So this is times, bring over divide. This is times, bring over divide. Divide negative 1 over 3. You press calculator. Negative 1 divide negative 1 over 3. You will get positive 3. So M1 is 3. Which is the tangent. Very good. Then next, what can we do? What can we do? Dy dx equal M1. Very good. Dy dx equal M1. So 2x minus 3 is equal 3. So 2x equals 6, x equal 3. Very good. What is that? X equal 3 is what? Is the coordinate. X equal 3 is the coordinate of the point P. Understand? But then you have x not enough, right? X not enough. You also need the y. So how to get the y? Sub to the original equation. Press calculator. Which is 1. So what is the coordinate of that point? The coordinate of this point P? The coordinate of point P is actually 3, 1. Understand? Very good. But we do so many things already, but still we haven't find the answer. We do so many things, but we still cannot find K. We still haven't find K. We still haven't answered the question. Where is the K? The K is here. The equation of normal. This one you do like this. You see, the point, x and y, right? Sub into the normal. Then you will get the K. Very good. So I do it here. 3y plus x plus k equals 0. 6 plus k equals 0. K equals to negative 6. Done. Yes. Okay, I understand. Then question B, I don't want to do already. You know how to do already. Find the equation of tangent. You know how to do. Okay. M1 point. Then you can do. Okay, I understand. Okay, let's continue. Next. Maximum minimum. Finally, maximum minimum. The next page. Okay. Okay, this one we quickly go through. Y equals to 2x bracket x minus 6. Expand. So 2x squared minus 12x. Question A. Ask you to find dy dx. Okay, dy dx. 4x minus 12. Okay. Then question B. Question B is the thing. Question B. They say find x when y minimum. What does it mean by minimum? Remember, minimum, maximum, same. Minimum, maximum, also same. Dy dx 0. Doesn't matter it's minimum or maximum. It's 0. Dy dx equals 0. So means what you know? The dy dx equals to 0. So 4x minus 12 equals 0. So from here, you will be able to find out the x. Just like that. Okay. 12 over 4 is 3. Done. Okay, then question C, they ask you to find the y, right? The minimum value of y. So what you need to do is you just sub the x that you found just now back to the original equation. You just found the minimum, the x just now, right? You sub it back, then you get the y, just like that. Okay, so this one is very basic. Okay, so this one, no problem. Like continue, next one, number 22. This one. Question 22. A curve with gradient function. Oh, gradient function. For you, what is gradient function? Dy dx. Remember, gradient function is dy dx. So dy dx equals to 4x minus 4x squared. So write down dy dx equals to 4x minus 4 over x squared. Remember, gradient function is dy dx. Oh, then what is turning point? Remember, turning point dy dx equal 0. Yeah. Turning point dy dx equals 0. So all this you need to remember. Okay. So now question say find h. So how should we find the h? Yeah, you don't have to differentiate already. Yeah, already dy dx, already gradient function. Yeah, just straight away sub. Yeah, dy dx is 0. At the same time, what is the x? Oh, the x is h. Yeah, this one actually, not difficult. Yeah, you just sub. And then from here, you try to find out the h. From here, you try to find out the h. You can do like this. You bring this over to the other side. Make it positive. You bring this over to the other side, make it positive 4 over h squared. And then this is divide, bring over times. Over h squared, divide, bring over times h squared. H times h squared become h cubed. And then times 4, bring over, divide 4. Yeah, 4 over 4 is 1. 1 equal h cubed. Then cube bring over become cube root. Cube root 1 is 1. So h equal 1. Understand? Okay, then next, wait, what is the question asking? Oh, question B. Sorry, sir. Let me read the question first. Okay, like B, determine whether that turning point is a maximum or minimum. So now you need to determine whether this turning point, H6, is a maximum or minimum. Okay, wait. First of all, the turning point is 2, 6. Sorry. 1, 6. Yeah, because the H is 1. Because the H is 1, right? So that turning point should be 1, 6. Okay, like how to determine? Like anyone? Yo, very good. Give you like how to determine whether it's maximum or minimum? D square y dx square. Remember? So we should actually find d square y dx square. So we copy the dy dx first. We need to differentiate the second time. Okay, understand? We need to differentiate the second time. Because d square y dx square is to determine. So before you do that, you should bring up. You see the x square at the bottom? You should bring it up first. Bottom cannot differentiate, right? So you bring it up, power -2. Then only you differentiate the second time. D square y dx square is 4. Negative become positive. 8x -3. Put it back to the bottom. The x power -3 is 8 over x cubed. I put it back to the bottom. Okay, then how to determine? This is how you determine. You take the x of that point and sub it into the d square y dx square. You take the x from that point from that point, you sub it into the d square y dx square and see what is the answer. If it is positive, then smiley face minimum. If it is negative, then sad face maximum. 4 plus 8, 12. So positive, right? The d square y dx square is positive. The d square y dx square is positive, meaning smiley face. Smiley face, minimum point. Yeah, that's the answer. Okay, I can understand. Okay, good. Like continue. Okay. So very good. Maximum minimum is the topic that I love so much. This one. Because dy ds equals 0, very simple. Okay, next we skip. Okay, we go to a bit more difficult one. Now straight go to page number 10. And see what topic is this. Page number 10, question 31. Let's see what topic is this. The topic. Do you see the keyword? Do you see the word? Where? Yeah. Wait. Rate. Yes, you see the word rate. Yeah, it means rate of change. Every time you see the word rate, what is the meaning of rate? Rate means what? Rate means, just now I show you already. Rate means what? Show you again. Rate means dt. And then dt always at the bottom. Understand? Keep that in mind. Okay, keep that in mind. Rate is dt. dt always at the bottom. Keep that in mind. Okay, let's read the question first. The volume of the water is given by this. Okay, whatever. Okay. H is the height. Okay, we know that. Okay, now here comes the thing. Water is poured into the container at the rate of 8. What is this question mean? What does this question mean? Water is poured into the container at the rate of 8. Water, keyword water, rate 8. Now you think like this. Rate is dt, right? Rate is dt, right? dt always at the bottom, right? Then what is on top? Water. Water is volume. So dv dt. So dv dt equal 8. Understand? You get the idea? This is how you should approach rate of change question. This is how you should approach rate question. Understand? You see, rate is dt. dt always at the bottom. And then water means volume actually. So dv dt equal 8. Like this. dv dt 8. You see the word I highlight? The word I highlight is the dv dt equal 8. Understand? So the question trying to tell you that dv dt equal 8. But they don't want to tell you straight away. So they give it in sentence like this. Okay, continue. The next sentence. Find the rate of the height. So means find what? Find the rate of the height. Means find what? You see, rate is what? Rate is dt, right? dt always at the bottom, right? And then on top is what? On top is the height, right? Height is what? dh, very good. So you write down dh dt equal question mark. You write down dh dt equal question mark. That is what we need to find. So you see, this is how you approach rate question. You see, find is question mark. Rate is dt, height is dh. So you see, dh dt question mark. You see the keyword, the word actually means something. So now you know already, dv dt dht question mark. So now the question say, wait. Oh, when the height is 4. Yeah, when the height is 4, meaning h equal 4. Yeah, meaning h equal 4. Okay, so now, like, what should we do first? Yeah, we should differentiate. Yeah, we should differentiate first. Okay. Now, no matter what you do, you differentiate first. Because this is a differentiation question. This is a differentiation topic. So differentiate first. Like dv dh. Power times in front. Okay. 3 times 2 over 3 is 2. Power times in front. 3 times 2 over 3 is 2. And then 3 minus 1 is 2. Plus 5. Very good. So dv dh equals to 2h squared plus 5. Okay, then you see, after you substitute, you sub. After you substitute, you sub. Always like that. Always substitute after you differentiate. You see, they say h equal 4. Yeah, sub. So press calculator lah. 37. Okay, and then now you can do the formula lah. The formula of this, the formula of the rate of change. Now you can do formula. The key to this formula, okay, the main thing to this formula is up and down put on the left hand side. Up and down put on the left hand side. So you see, what is the up and down here? You see, we have dv dt, we have dh dt, we have dv dh, right? We have these three things. How should we arrange it? Up and down put on the left hand side. What is the alphabet? Which alphabet is up and down? You see, you have V, you have T, and then you have H, you have T, and then you have V, you have H. Which alphabet up and down is the DH, right? DH and DH up and down, right? So this and this put together on the left hand side. Like this. dv dh times dh dt. Put together on the left hand side. You see dh and dh up and down. So if you cut, what will it become? It will become dv dt. So the other side is dv dt. Understand? That's why I tell you, even though this is question mark, you also write out. You write out everything, even though question mark also you write, because you want to see the up and down. If you don't see the up and down, if you cannot see the up and down, then you cannot form this one. Understand? That's why even though question mark, I also write, because I want to let myself see the up and down. I want to see the up and down. Understand? Then only I can write out this one. Then only I can write out the whole thing. Up and down, cut, dv dt. Understand? Now what is dv dh? dv dh is 37. So 37. dh dt is don't know. Yeah, actually dh dt is question mark, right? But you don't write question mark lah. You write dh dt lah, okay? Then dv dt is 8. You sub. Then you want to find, right? Yeah, bring over. Times, bring over, divide. So dh dt is 8 over 37. Done. That's the answer. Understand? So this is how you should approach rate of change question. Understand? Always write down everything. Okay, next one. Now, after rate of change, then we should do approximate change. Yeah, the approximate change. Okay. And here, question 33. Yeah, after finish this, then we go and do integration. I also want to, I would also like to do, I would also like to do a bit of integration, the area and volume part. Okay, like question 33. Now this one is small change. You see the word small change? Approximate change, small change. Small change is what? Small change is delta. Like show you again. Small change, approximate change, delta. Formula, delta y delta x equal dy dx. This formula will not be given. This formula also will not be given. You just have to remember, all right? Okay, right. So question, find dy dx first. Okay lah, find dy dx first lah, okay? Y equals to square root x squared plus 2. Yeah, how should we differentiate this? How should we differentiate square root of? Square root is actually power 1 over 2. Oh, how should we differentiate power 1 over 2? How should we differentiate power 1 over 2? You should use chain rule. You should use chain rule because you cannot expand power 1 over 2, right? When you cannot expand, you use chain rule. Like power times in front, and then power minus 1. 1 over 2 minus 1. You press calculator. 1 over 2 minus 1, negative 1 over 2. Okay, then you add one more bracket because this is chain rule. You add another bracket, you go and differentiate the inside. If you differentiate the inside, what will you get? You will get 2x, right? Then last, 1 over 2 times 2x. 1 over 2 times 2x is x lah. Nice. Understand? Okay, if you leave your answer like this, okay, acceptable. Acceptable. If you leave your answer like this, it's actually correct, It's actually correct, acceptable. But do you know how to change to this kind of answer? If you want to change also can, you don't want to change also can. But if you want to change, actually can one, You see, first of all, this is power negative, right? This bracket is power negative, meaning it belongs to the bottom part. So it's actually like this. Power negative means it belongs to the bottom. So you put it back to the bottom part. And then power 1 over 2 meaning square root. Power 1 over 2 means square root, right? So you can change the power 1 over 2 becomes square root. Also can. Also can. Whichever answer you give, acceptable. This one also can, like this also can, up to you. Okay, like question B. Like question B. Find the small change in Y, meaning find delta Y. Find the small change in Y means find delta Y. Understand? Small change is delta, right? When the X increase from 4 to 4.03. So this one you do like this. X increase from 4 to 4.03. So increase by how much? You use the second number minus the first number, 0.03, right? You use the second number minus the first number. So you write delta X is 0.03. The small difference, is the delta. You use the second number minus the first number. So delta X is 0.03. Understand? So now you want to find delta Y, you have delta X, right? So now you can do the formula. What is the formula? Delta Y over delta X equals to dy dx, right? What is delta Y? Don't know. Yeah, delta Y is question mark. But don't write question mark. Just write delta Y. And then what is delta X? 0.03. And then what is dy dx? Oh, what is dy dx? Oh, dy dx is this one, right? The answer from question A, right? But I tell you what, don't straight away put it inside here. Don't straight away put it inside here. You do what first? Yes, very good. You take the original x, sub into the dy dx. Yeah, I tell you what, always the original. Always sub the original x into the dy dx. So you take the original x, you sub into dy dx. So it will be like this, 4 over square root 4 square plus 2. Then you go and calculate. The bottom part is what? 4 square plus 2. 18. 4 over square root 18. Yeah, which is decimal. Okay, never mind. Can decimal, no problem. 0.9428. So here 0.99428. dy dx is 0.9428. Then divide, bring over times. That's the answer. 0.9428 times 0.03. 0.02828. Understand? Okay, so far this one, so far okay. So that is how you do delta question. That is how you do delta question. I mean approximate question. Always sub the original x into the dy dx. To get the dy dx here. Okay. Okay, now enough of this differentiation thing already. So now let's go do a bit of integration. But before that, do you still remember how to integrate? Do you still remember how to integrate? Like give you a bit of notes first. Okay, a little bit of notes. You can take a picture okay. Actually this one I have already shown you in normal class okay. This one actually I have already shown you all in normal class already, but just show you one more time, okay. Now how to integrate? Remember, power plus 1 divide new power. Integration. Integration is the reverse of differentiation, right? It's the reverse of differentiation. Integrate. Power plus 1 divide new power. Example, this one. This is the example. Power plus 1 divide new power. You see, 2 plus 1 is 3. Divide 3. 1, power 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Divide 2. And this number got no x. If the number got no x, once you integrate, you just give it x. You just give it give it x like that. Understand? And then remember, plus c. Then simplify anything that you can simplify. 6 over 3 is 2. 2 over 2 is 1. Just simplify anything that you can. Then that's the answer. So you know how to integrate. Okay. So okay, enough already. You know how to integrate. So now we go and do the area and volume question. Okay. Now you straight go to page number. Wait. Just now I remember I choose the question already. Here, this one. I find this very good. Like page 25. Like we do a bit of area and volume. Like page 25. Okay. Now diagram shows the straight line. It's already given here. So there's nothing important here. They're just describing the picture. Okay. Like question A, find H, K, M. Like find H, K, and M. Okay, why not we find M first? Because I feel that M is a lot easier. Okay. Now how should we find M? How should we find M? Yes, very good. Substitute y equals 0 into the curve. Because this point is actually the x-intercept of the curve. X-intercept y equals 0. So you sub y equals 0 into the curve. Understand? Then you will get the m, okay? So 0 equals to negative x squared over 8, over 2 plus 8. So from here, you can find the x, which is the m, right? Oh, yeah, why not you sub the m as well? Yeah, good, good, good. Like this. This is x, this is y, right? Sub it. The x sub, the y sub. Bring over, become positive. M squared over 2 equal 8. Times 2. So m squared equals 16. Square bring over square root. Square root 16 is square root 16 is 4 lah. Actually, it should be plus minus 4. Actually, it should be plus minus 4. But this one is obviously positive lah, right? Right, it's on the right hand side. Obviously, this m is positive, right? So yeah, it's 4 lah. Okay, so you write here, this is 4. The m is 4, okay? Okay, then next, how should we find h and k? How should we find h and k? What should we do? Okay, this one, you see, this point hk, this point is actually this point, right? It is actually what point, It is the intersection point of the straight line and the curve. It is the intersection point of the straight line and the curve. When two lines touch together, what you do? You substitute. Remember that? When two lines touch together, you substitute. So you take the straight line equation and also the curve equation, you do substitution. You substitute like this. You take this sub into the y lah. Yeah, y ma. There. You do substitution. Okay, remember when two lines touch together, you substitute. So y equals 3x, sub into the other y. So 3x equals to negative x squared over 2 plus 8. Okay, this one, I tell you what, everything times 2. Yeah, get rid of the fraction. You see the fraction over 2? Get rid of the fraction. Everything times 2. 3 times 2, 6x. This one times 2, no more. Only negative x squared. 8 times 2 is 16. Then everything bring over to the left. Positive x squared plus 6x minus 16 equals 0. Everything bring over to the left hand side. Arrange properly. Quadratic general form. Press calculator. So you press calculator, what you get? 1, 6, negative 16. Oh, you get 2 and negative 8. Very good. But then, yeah, we got 2 and negative 8. Yes. But then this point is obviously positive, right? Yeah, this point is obviously positive. Actually, the h is 2. Very good. Actually, the h is 2 already. This one. It's positive 2. It can't be negative 8, right? Yeah, the x it cannot be negative 8, it's on the positive side. Yeah, so this one, I tell you, you reject. You only take x equal 2. You reject negative 8. Okay, good. Okay, but then you only found the x. Yeah, x is not enough. You also need the y. You see the same kind of concept here. You found the x, but x is not enough. You also need the y. So how to find the y? You sub the x back to the equation here. You sub the x back to the original equation. So y equals to 3 times 2, which is 6. Very good. So the y is 6. So actually, h is 2, k is 6. Understand? Okay, good. So you found all the unknown, okay? Very good, right? Now, finally, the real thing, okay? Like B. Find the area of the shaded region. Oh, find the area of the shaded region. Yeah, how should we find the shaded region? Like. You see, you must know, every time you integrate, you must know the basic first, you see, every time you integrate, you are actually finding the area between the curve and the x-axis. Do you know this? This one everyone understand. Every time when you integrate, you are actually finding the area between the curve and the x-axis. Okay, I understand this. You are actually finding the area between the curve and the x-axis when you are integrating. Okay, I get that. Okay, this one you understand. Okay. Okay, so now this one, how should we do this? You should actually do like this. You should cut. You should cut it here. And here is 2. The x is 2. So what you should do, you should find the area of this triangle plus the area of this part. Get it? The area of the triangle plus the area of the right hand side. The area of the triangle, yeah, it's very simple. Okay, like this. The base is 2, right? The base is 2, 0 to 0, 0 to the distance is 2. The height, what is the height of the triangle? Is 6. Very good. Like this one, right? The height is 6. So question B, like this. The area of triangle, like this. Here is 2, here is 6. 1 over 2 times base times height. 1 over 2 times 2 times 6, which is 6. So the area of the triangle is 6. Okay. Okay, then next, how about the area on the right hand side? How should we find this area? Now you see, you should integrate, right? Because you want to find the area between the curve and the x-axis. You want to find the curve, sorry, you want to find the area between this curve and the x-axis, this part. From where to where? From 2 until 4. Understand? So from 2 until 4. So you do like this. You integrate from 2 until 4, the equation of the curve dx. Understand? 2 until 4, from here until here, the place where you cut the area. Understand? So you are finding the area between 2 and 4, between 2 and 4, between curve and x-axis, between curve and x-axis. The dx means x-axis. So you are finding this part. You see, between 2 and 4, between curve and x-axis, between 2 and 4, between curve and x-axis. That's the area. Understand? Let's do it. Okay, let's integrate. Now, when you integrate, you should put this box, right? So 2, 4. Still remember, okay? Like power plus 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. Divide the new power. Now, when you divide new power, you just put it down there. Just put it down there. Beside the 2. No need like this. A lot of people like to do like this. Oh, divide the new power. Oh, divide 3. Oh, divide 3. Don't do like that. Don't complicate things. Okay, just put it beside the 2. Okay, plus 8x. Okay. Because this number got no x. So once you integrate, you just give it x. Okay, continue. So now what can you do? You can substitute. After integrate, you substitute, right? You sub the top and then minus sub the bottom. Remember, sub top minus sub bottom. So sub top minus sub bottom. So when you sub top, negative 4 cube over 2 times 3, 6 lah. 8, 4. If you sub bottom, if you sub the 2, negative 2 cube, 2 times 3, 6 lah. 8, 8, 2. Then you press calculator. Okay, the first part is 64 over 3. The second part, you see, I press calculator, I do it separately, okay? When I press calculator, I also press separately, okay? Okay, the second part is 44 over 3. 64 over 3 minus 44 over 3, which is 20 over 3. Yeah, done. Check answer. Oh, wait. Hiya, you see the answer? Yeah, why different? Is it because I calculate wrong? Is it because I calculate wrong? Huh? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I forgot the triangle. Oh. Yeah, triangle. So this is not the final answer yet. 6 plus 20 over 3. Yeah, correct. Yeah, finally. 38 over 3. Okay, good. Yeah, area is okay lah. Okay. You just have to cut it properly. Okay. Just have to cut it properly. Okay, next is the volume lah. Like volume. Now volume how to do volume remember volume also integrate. Okay. Volume also integrate. Now when you want to find volume remember when you want to find volume, it is actually the same step like area. Find volume is the same like finding area, but you add pi and square. Still remember? Okay, if you want to find volume, you first think about area. You just do like how you find area, and then you add pi and square. Get it? Okay, like find the volume of the shaded region when it is rotate around the y-axis. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is rotate around y-axis. Like if you rotate around y-axis, yeah, you need to do dy. You cannot do dx. You must do dy, rotate around the y-axis. Wow, this one a bit difficult. If you rotate around x-axis, then you do dx. If you rotate around y-axis, you do dy. So this one a bit difficult because if you do dy, everything has to base on the y-axis. Everything has to base on the y-axis already. Okay, so like this all this I cancel off first. All this I erase first. Okay. Now how should we do this? You should do like this. Oh, sorry. Now you should do like this. You should cut it this way. Because now everything is based on the y-axis. So you should cut it this way. Here is 6. Meaning 0 until 6. Because dy, right? Okay, okay, then you think like this. When you integrate, you are finding the area between the curve and the y-axis. Because dy. Yeah, because now it's dy. So when you integrate, you are actually finding the area between the curve and the y-axis. Right? Then you have to minus this part, right? This is how you find area. So I tell you what, volume also same concept. You also integrate the curve from 0 until 6. But then you add pi and square, right? I show you. Now, integrate from 0 until 6, the equation of the curve. Oh no, yeah, the equation of the curve cannot. You see, this equation is in terms of x. But when you dy, you have to change the equation and make it in terms of y. Yeah, you have to change the equation. Like, let's change the equation. Not enough space. Yeah, I write here. Y equals to negative x squared over 2 plus 8. Yeah, you have to make it in terms of y. Okay. First, I think you can bring this over. Become positive x squared over 2. Then the y you bring over the other side, 8 minus 1. Divide 2, bring over times 2. So 16 minus 2y. Divide 2, bring over times 2. Oops, sorry. Like this, okay. Then square, bring over square root. Okay, good. So you see, in terms of y, then you should integrate this equation. 16 minus 2y dy. Understand? Like this, again, integrate the curve. You get the area between the curve and the y-axis because dy. Understand? So this is how you should do it. Oh, but then, if you just do like that, what is this? If you just do like that, like this, this is just area, right? For it to become volume, to make it become volume, you need to add pi and square. Very good. Understand. So you see, if you want to find volume, you first think about area. It's the same concept. Just add pi and square. Okay, but still not yet. Because if you do like that, you are actually finding the volume between this and the y-axis, everything. It includes the white color part. So you need to minus the white color part, right? So what is the white color part here? This white color part is actually a triangle. Yeah, you think about area first. It is a triangle. But what if it rotates? What if the triangle rotate around the y-axis? Then what does it become? It will become if the white color triangle rotate around the y-axis, it will become a cone, right? A cone, very good. Inverted cone, upside down cone, right? It becomes like this. Understand? So you need to minus the volume of the cone, right? You need to minus the volume of the cone. If it is area, you minus triangle. But if it is volume, triangle rotate become cone. So do you know what is the volume of cone? Do you know the formula? I give you the formula of cone. 1 over 3 pi r square h. 1 over 3 pi r square h. Yeah, you know the formula. Very good. Oh, yeah. If you don't know formula, then cannot do. You must know the formula. Okay. Okay. What is the r? Yeah, what is the radius of the cone? Look carefully. What is the radius of the cone? It's actually here, right? The radius of the cone is actually this part is 2. Yeah, this part. Because once it rotate, it becomes like this. So the radius is actually this 2. Understand? Okay, you can imagine it. Okay. Then what is the height of the cone? What is the height of the cone? 6. Okay, which is this point. Okay. So the radius is 2. The height is 6. Then you just sub 1 over 3 pi r square h. Then you press calculator. Don't press the pi. Leave it in terms of pi. 8 pi. Good. Understand? Then you use this answer minus the volume of cone. Understand? So I do it like pi integrate 0 to 6. Square root and square cancel off. 16 minus 2y dy. Integrate 16 integrate becomes 16y. Yeah, you just add a y You just add a y, okay? Because it got no y then this one 2y square over 2. Understand? Power plus 1 divide new power. Then you sub. After you integrate, you can substitute. Yeah, big box. Okay. Put a big box. Okay. So inside is sub the top minus sub the bottom. Get it? This big box outside is pi. Then inside the box you sub the top minus sub the bottom. Be careful with the box. Okay, be careful with the brackets. Okay, so sub the top is 16 times 6 minus 2 6 power 2 over 2. Sub the top bottom 0 is 16 times 0 minus 2 0 power 2 over 2. Then you go and press calculator. Yeah, this one is 0. Yeah, the second part is actually 0. Okay, everyone know that. Okay, this one, press calculator. 60. Yeah, 60 minus 0 is 60 lah. So 60 pi. Nice. Use 60 pi minus 8 pi. You get 52 pi. Done. That's the answer. Understand? Okay, get it. So remember, if you want to find volume, you try to think about it in area first. You try to think about it in area first. If you want to find area, you will integrate from where to where? Integrate what equation? Then you add pi and square. Understand? You also integrate from something to something, from a certain number until a certain number, and then also the equation, and then dy or dx depending on the question. Then you add pi and square. Understand? For this question, you want to minus a triangle, but triangle rotate become volume cone. Understand? Okay, good. Okay, yeah, I think that's all for today first. You can try the other questions. Okay. If anything you want to ask, you can WhatsApp me. You all have my number, right? Okay. Yeah, that's all for today. Okay. Any question? Okay, yeah, that's all. Thank you. Mm. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Wait, you want to show me now? Okay. Uh, 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 the question asks you to differentiate. Okay, okay, let's try. Y equals to x squared minus 1 to the power of 3. And then square root of 5 minus x. Like this. Yeah, same exactly. Okay, okay, good, good. Okay, so this one you should do what? This one you should do the UV, right? Not the U over V, it should be just UV, left and right, not up and down. Okay. So like this, let's say the left hand side is U. Right hand side is V. Okay, so du dx, we do it using chain rule. We do it using chain rule. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Wait. Okay, chain rule. Power times in front, power minus one, which is two. Then you differentiate the inside. If you differentiate inside, what will you get? If you differentiate the inside, you will get 2x, isn't it? 2x times 3 is 6x. Yeah, this one no problem. Okay, the other side, v. Now v, this one, first you change it into power 1 over 2. Yeah, square root means power 1 over 2, right? Then power times in front, dv dx, sorry, dv dx, 1 over 2 times in front. 1 over 2 minus 1 is negative 1 over 2. And then you differentiate the inside, negative 1, very good. So negative 1 over 2, 5 minus x, power negative 1 over 2. Understand? This one no problem. Okay, so now we are going to use the UV formula. So dy dx is u dv dx plus v du dx, right? According to your textbook, okay? The formula will be given. Okay, this formula, is this formula given? Wait. Yeah, I think it's given. Never mind. You just memorize. Okay, like u is this one, right? So x squared minus 1 power 3. dv dx is this one, right? Now, when you copy like this. You copy like, you just put bracket everything. Okay? The meaning is actually times. Okay? It's actually u times dv dx. So it's actually u times dv dx. So that's why we put bracket. Okay? Then plus, in the middle is plus, okay? Plus v du dx. Du dx are 6x. And then x squared minus 1 power 2. Okay? Like this, actually you can get marks already. Okay, you get 1 mark. Until here, you actually get 1 mark. Okay, because you are using the formula correctly. Okay. Okay, then next, how should we do this? Okay. Okay, let's see. How should we do this now? We should actually factorize. Yeah. The problem is you don't know how to factorize the 1 over 2 things, right? I mean, you know how to factorize, you know how to do it, but the 1 over 2 thing is confusing, right? Okay, now I factorize. First, I want to factorize by how about the 1 over 2? Can we factorize by 1 over 2? Never mind lah. I just factorize the power 3 and also the 1 over 2 lah. Okay. Now you see when you factorize, you always factorize by the smaller one. Remember that. Always factorize by the smaller one. You see, x power 2 minus 1 power 3. X power 2 minus 1 power 2. Which one is the smaller one? This one, right? The power 2 one. So you take out the power 2, which is this. So like this, x squared minus 1 power 2. And also, you see, this and this, power negative 1 over 2, power 1 over 2. Which one is smaller? This one, right? Power negative is smaller. So you also take out, put it outside. Like this. Then you put the big box. Okay, you put a big box. In the middle is plus. Okay, you put a big box. In the middle is plus, right? Ah, so you see, on the left hand side, you see on the left hand side of plus, on the left hand side of plus, this power 3, you take out power 2, you still left with power 1, which is x squared minus 1 power 1, right? But then power 1 no need to write, just x squared minus 1. Yeah, just like that. Very good, very good. What you say is correct. Like that. Okay. Then you also left with negative 1 over 2 as well, right? Okay, good. Then this one you take out already, so no more. Yeah, so here got no more. Okay, okay, now on the right hand side, this one power 2 take out already, no more. Right? This 6x, yeah, still inside. Okay, we just write 6x. Okay. Now here comes the thing. This one, power 1 over 2 take out power negative 1 over 2. Very simple. You just take this minus this. Because when you factorize, means divide. Factorize means divide. When you divide, the power minus. Right? Indices. When you divide the power minus, so you press calculator 1 over 2 minus negative 1 over 2, which is power 1. But then power 1 no need to write. That's how you factorize the negative part. The power 1 over 2 part. Understand? Then the rest you can do it on your own already. But then I tell you, actually we should factorize something more. We should also factorize this one as well, actually. Yeah, this one, this actually can also factorize one, Okay, this one, you should factorize by 1 over 2. Take out the smaller one. Take out the smaller. 1 over 2 and 6. 1 over 2 is smaller. Yeah, so take out 1 over 2. If don't factorize acceptable, if don't factorize, actually also can lah. You just expand, Yeah, you just calculate, and then answer lah. Yeah, also can lah. Also can. I mean, you don't want to take out the 1 over 2. Yeah, actually acceptable. Actually also can. So if you don't want to take out, you just expand, and then you just calculate whatever you can, like negative 1 over 2 x squared minus 6x squared. Then you just press calculator, understand? Yeah, just like that. Then that's the answer, just like that. Also can. I take out 1 over 2. I don't want to take out negative. So it becomes like this. It becomes like, and then like this. Okay. Then 6 divide 1 over 2. 6 divide 1 over 2, you press calculator, is actually 12. Okay, now this one, actually, if you want to take out the negative, also can. If you want to take out negative, also can. But this one, I don't want to take out negative is because if you take out this negative, then this one also you have to divide by negative. Right? If the left hand side divide negative, the right hand side also have to divide negative as well, right? And when you divide negative, then this positive will become negative. So it makes things complicated. So yeah, thinking about this, so I decided not to take out the negative. Expand, so negative x squared plus 1, plus 12 times 5, 60, and then minus x. Oh, sorry, 12x, sorry. It's actually 12x, so it should be 60x minus 12x squared. So again, 1 over 2 x minus 1 power 2, 5 minus x power negative 1 over 2, negative 13x squared plus 60x plus 1. Like that. Yeah. Then if you decided to take out negative, if you decided to take out negative, you take out negative, or then become positive, become negative, which is the same thing lah actually. Then your textbook go even further. Textbook will go even further. Textbook saw this power negative, they will put it to the bottom. They will put it to the bottom like this. But not necessary lah. Until here is already good enough. Already very, very good. Okay. Okay. Okay, thank you, thank you. Hey, bye-bye.